We all have situations in our lives where we just don't know what is going to happen. Our brain tries to predict, it tries to plan, it tries to think our way into safety because our brains hate not knowing what is going to happen. It equates uncertainty with danger. But guess what? Most of the times, we're not going to know what the hell is going to happen until it happens. And so there is a freedom when we learn to accept not knowing and let go of the unnecessary compulsion to think when it's usually not going to change anything. So we can discover peace in the very space the mind tries to escape. So to achieve that, we can do an exercise to train our minds. We're going to bring to our mind something in our lives that is uncertain, and instead of trying to figure it out, we'll just notice the mind's urges to predict and to control, and we'll practice with responding with, I don't know, and that's okay. And doing this is going to help rewire our brains to release its addiction to false senses of uncertainty, reduce mental noise, softens anxiety, and allows more space for genuine clarity to arise. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So let's start by taking a few deep breaths together. So take a deep breath in through the nose and out, or let a big sigh. Deep breath in and out. Let it all go. Deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. Very good. Not too often we get to just relax like that. So now you can close your eyes and just notice what's here. What does your body feel like? Does your back hurt? Does your knees hurt? Are you hungry? Tired? We don't care what it is. We just want to inspect what's here. Okay, and is there any thoughts? Any thoughts of like, am I doing this right? Maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe something that's been on your mind that's coming up. Or nothing. Doesn't matter. Just noticing whatever is in that old noggin. All right, then lastly, let's try to see what emotions are we feeling. Are we happy? Are we sad? Are we angry with something? Are we stressed? Or maybe you don't feel anything at all. All right, now that we've kind of relaxed and kind of warmed up our meditative mental centers, if you will, I want you to bring to mind something in your life right now that you don't know what's going to happen. Something that brings about at least just a little bit of stress. And I want you to notice the thoughts, the feelings, maybe the body sensations that come up. And just notice what's here. If you have feelings of fear or stress, know that this is the brain's survival pattern. It wants that sense of control. And I want us to respond back with, I don't know. Let that be the answer to the brain's questions that it has. And this may feel unusual, may feel weird, might feel even wrong. And that's okay. If you haven't done this kind of thing before, you're in uncharted territory, and that's what this uncomfortable feeling in the brain is for. And that is growing to accept not knowing. We are safe not knowing. And as you contemplate the situation, does the same kind of thoughts come back up? If you're feeling a little bit of stress or anxiety, where do you feel it? Is it in the body? The mind? And we don't even need to fix that. There's nothing wrong with that there. It's allowed to be there. Being okay with not knowing doesn't mean there's the absence of fear or stress. We just want to become aware of it, not be so easily taken down the rabbit holes of thoughts. They'll still come up. That's fine. But doing this helps us separate a bit from going down those future thought paths. Just a couple more seconds here. All right, very good. So, this idea of bringing something up into our mind and then thinking about or feeling the emotion, what we feel in the body, and the thoughts we think about that situation. Doing all three of these, the more we practice this, when a situation arises in everyday life, you may actually notice yourself thinking about it. You may notice the stress that you feel in the body, the anxiety that you feel. And the more you do that, the easier it becomes to notice it in real time, and then you have the choice to whether continue to do that or not. And you may begin to see that a lot of our stress becomes from this sort of unnecessary thought patterns. And it's just kind of funny how the mind does this, and oftentimes it doesn't even help. But we can start to rewire that default programming by doing these sort of practices. So I thank you all for taking the time to train your mind to see things a little bit more clear, and I will see you all in the next video.